Hi guys, this is Jordan, personal trainer here at the Schenectady JCC, coming to you outside in one of the nicer days we're having finally. Some speed and agility drills for you as younger kids trying to take your sports performance to the next level. So before we get started, we're going to do a quick warm up. I want to get those legs warmed up because we're doing a lot of change of direction. It's mostly laterally. Alright, so we're going to do some hip rotations to start. And the hip nice and wide, opening up that foot. Alright, just doing about 5 on each side. Just want to get those flexors warmed up because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of change of direction. A lot of it's going to be lateral. Let's do one more here and we'll switch it up. And that foot nice and high. Alright, opening up that hip, pointing that toe outside. Alright, and let's do some butt kicks, change that lateral view. Alright, getting the heels up. Just want to get the legs warmed. Don't need the heart rate up yet. Alright, because that will come. Just want to make sure we get completely warmed. Alright, and all we're going to do is last is some swings outside the body. Alright, a couple swings in each on leg. Alright, really extending out. And then just some calf raises. Getting those toes into the ground and getting those heels up. Alright, the good thing about these exercises is all you really need is some space. Alright, I got some space in this driveway here. And the only thing I'm using is 4 cones. Alright, if you have something else besides cones to use, that is fine. The only thing you want to make sure is what we're doing is there's nothing that, if for one, you kick them, because we're going to change directions and we're going to go a little bit faster, all right, than some other exercises, that it will not hurt you to kick them, all right, and they won't break if you kick them, all right? So no setting up glass, anything glass, or anything that you don't want to get damaged, all right? All right, the first thing I have set up is something called a T drill. This first part of these cones is where I'm standing, is the top part of the T, which you can't really see. All right, right behind me is just one more cone right here, this orange one in the back, all right, which is our starting position. All right, we're gonna do a lot of different movements in this one drill. This is what I really like it. We're gonna do a sprint up to this first one from our back cone behind us. All right, so the first motion is getting nice and low. When we start that clock, or when someone is timing you, all right, we sprint up to the first. All right, when we get to that green cone, we break it down, all right, to our defensive stance. Knees around shoulder width, our chest is up. We pick a direction. So if I'm going to this cone over here, I break it down to the middle, all right, and I shuffle it out to the outside. All right, when I get to that cone, I wrap myself around it, and that's our third movement here. All right, we're gonna do some high knees. Usually we do our high knees, keeping them in front. All right, we're gonna focus on changing direction a little bit with our high knees and doing our high knees as we go to the side. All right, get into our opposite cone of that far side of the T. I lap around it again. All right, and I shuffle back to the middle. Instead of that sprint back up that got me here, I backpedal to that beginning portion. All right, so when you put it all together, nice and slow for you, so you guys can see the start. All right, once that clock hits, I get down to the middle, break down that defensive stance. I shuffle around, I high knees, back around, I shuffle, and I backpedal. All right, so that would be one round. All right, if we were doing this with a partner, all right, I like to do these exercises with a partner because at any point they can tell you switch, all right, they can tell you stop, all right, or they can tell you go faster. All right, try to challenge yourself. So say I was doing my high knees this way and I had a partner say switch, immediately I would break it down and I would switch and high knees it the other way. All right, back around this side. All right, so a lot of these exercises I love doing with a partner because they end up challenging yourself a lot more than you actually do yourself usually. All right, but if I'm not doing it with a partner, feel free to throw other things in there. Instead of doing our high knees laterally, maybe we want to do a bear crawl across, or maybe we want to do a crab walk, all right? Or maybe you just want to do lateral bunny hops. All right, whatever kind of variations you want to do, that is fine, all right? But you want to make it as many different variations as possible, all right? You don't want to shuffle around, then shuffle back to the middle, all right? And if you can, you do it with a partner because they will challenge you a little bit more, and then you can make it a fun competition as well, all right? But if you're doing it by yourself, that is fine too. So here's my last 2 I'll do by myself. I sprint to the middle, I shuffle, all right? My high knees, shuffle back, I backpedal, all right? And I go right back forward. Shuffle, high knees, shuffle, and backpedal, all right? Every time you get back to that front cone, you want to change your directions. So I'm not always doing high knees that left side or right side, whatever way you're coming. You want to make sure you're going in both directions for all your exercises. All right, so that is our first exercise. Our second exercise is very good with the partner as well. A lot of change in direction, all right, in our diagonal angles. So this is called a box drill. Like I said, I have 4 cones. Whatever you can use to plant and make a box for yourself, that's all you need. It does not have to be cones. Actually, the things that are smaller are better as long as they will not move on you, because they don't want to move, because we already use them, all right, as our distance markers. All right, so we're making a box around ourselves. We're planting ourselves right in the middle, all right, and this is a reaction drill, all right. So if we're doing it with a partner again, all right, they're gonna tell you which cone we are gonna go to. If we're doing it by ourselves, all right, a little bit easier, all right, because you're usually always gonna know which cone you're touching. But if there's a partner, it's a lot more fun, all right, because you can pop out and then you can put your partner right back in the middle, try to challenge them just as much as they're challenging you. All right, but for our purposes, all right, I don't have a partner, so I'm just gonna break it down, all right, and touch a cone, all right. Once I touch a cone, I come back to the middle and I pick another one. The good thing about having a partner is, all right, so once I get back to the middle, he's gonna yell out a cone for you to touch. And you're not gonna know which one he wants me to touch. All right, so if I'm enabling these, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's the easiest way to remember them, going clockwise around you. All right, so if my partner says 2, I'll come over to 2, I touch it, I get right back to that middle. All right, once I get back to the middle, then he yells out another cone. All right, so he says 4. I come back, I touch 4, I come back to the middle, all right? If for some reason I go to the wrong cone, all right, that does not count. If for some reason I do not come back to the middle, all right, that does not count, all right? The partner will not tell you another cone to go to unless you do the first one correctly, all right? So each time you wanna get right back to that middle, all right, and get ready to explode. Open up the hips and the back side, all right, or exploding forward with that inner leg to touch the cone. All right, so I'm just gonna do a couple for you, showing this your form, trying to get nice and low. All right, so usually you do these for about 45 seconds. Your partner will count up the cones, all right, and then you'll put your partner in here for about 45 and see how good he can do, all right? But I'll show you just a couple rounds each time you're getting low. So if I'm going to 1, back to middle, all right, each time I break myself down, get that form, keep the chest up, getting the butt down, all right, getting low, touching the cone, and replace myself in the middle each time. All right, so that is the box drill. Like I said, a lot more fun with 2 people, but still can challenge yourself with that one. All right, the next 2 exercises we got, don't really need any kind of cones or distance markers, all right, but we do need a lot of space. All right, another change of direction drill. Instead of going at our angles that we were going for, all right, this is, I call these north, east, south, and west. All right, so a lot of the times when there's gonna be a partner in front of you again, all right, they're gonna tell you which direction to go to. All right, so if he says north, I'm coming towards you, all right, with a sprint. If he says south, I am backpedaling back. All right, every time he wants me to switch. So say if I'm going south, all right, at any point he can say north, all right, and I'll go back forward. If I'm going north and he says east, all right, I'm going laterally, all right? He doesn't have to wait for me to get ready, all right? He wants to challenge me each time, all right? So if for some reason I'm getting nice and low, all right, and he says back, I immediately go back. He says west, I'm going west, shuffling sideways. North, I'm going forward. So every time he thinks that for where I'm getting comfortable, he's gonna try to speed it up for me, challenging me, all right? So if I'm going right, all right, and he sees me leaning a lot to that right, he might send me backwards. All right, you always want to keep that center of gravity right down that middle, keeping that chest up, keeping the toes as forward as you can, getting that butt low. All right, we want to focus on changing direction, all right, but changing it completely safely, so we're not tripping over those feet, all right, and driving off the feet correctly. All right, so shuffling back and forth, all right, I can go backwards, I can go forwards, and then I can shuffle. All right, a lot of change of direction. You always want to keep the chest up, like I said, and getting that butt down. As you get tired, you start leaning forward, backwards, or forwards. All right, we have to make sure we're under control. All right, change your direction as just as much as that form. All right, is that driving into that correct foot. All right, so another exercise that we got, instead of those change of directions in the north, south, east, west, all right, is just some power legs. I like these a lot because they are tough and they're also a lot of fun. All right, I used to do these when I was younger. They're kind of like a long jump, be able to do little frog jumps as well. And what you're gonna do is come laterally, just so you guys can see me now, is you're gonna get in that squat form, all right? And you're gonna do 3 squats, jumps, or as more as you can, most as you can. All right, get into that far cone, whatever's in front of you, whatever you use if you're a distance marker. Keep your chest up, getting the butt down, your hands going behind you. We're throwing the arms forward, and we're landing with 2 feet, and I'm getting the butt down. So when I land, all right, I'm not landing with that chest fall forward or those feet coming up. All right, I'm keeping that balance, landing softly into that squat. All right, so get nice and low, take a nice deep inhale, throw those hands. All right, once we hit our distance marker, all right, so I'm doing my sidewalk or my driveway right here. Once I get to that end, I'm gonna back pedal it back and go right back into it. All right, so inhaling. All right, get my chest up, quick feet. I shuffle all the way back to that back part. When I start in position, all right, if we wanna change it up, we squat. We can always open it up and shuffle back. All right, like I said, a bunch of different variations. You can turn it around, you can high knees it. All right, but I want you to focus on that power legs, exploding forward, landing those feet nice and low, those hips down. All right, 2 more exercises we got. All right, a lot of them are used for younger kids. One of them is skips. All right, a lot of people love to skip, especially younger kids. All right, I call these power skips. Some people call them, I should say, they are called power skips. I call them Mario skips a lot. I used to play Super Mario when I was younger, and it kind of reminds me of the Mario character when he's jumping up and touching that coin in front of him or above him. So instead of just doing your normal skip, just getting those feet off that ground, all right, we try to explode up and get that opposite hand up nice and high. So if I'm doing my right arm, my left knee is coming up, and then as I skip forward, opposite, all right, opposite arm and leg. So get a nice high jump, all right, but the same form, all right, 1, 2, 1, 2, all right, getting the arm up, but you're exploding it nice and high, all right? So I'm gonna do a back pedal again. I'm gonna power skip it over to end, all right? Actually, instead of doing a back pedal, I'll open it up, I'll do some shuffles back, switch it up a little bit. All right, so power skips, so here we go. And I shuffle, back to power. All right, really, maybe I'll back pedal this one more round. So arm around, and I'll shuffle back again. All right, keep it different. Form, all right, do some shuffles, do some back pedals. All right, can always throw a bunch of different exercises in there. All right, and the last one I got for you is just a fun exercise. We do a little bit on balance. It's a nice, cool exercise as well. All right, let's play a little bit of hopscotch. If you got some chalk to make it a hopscotch, that is great. If you do not, that is also fine. This is a cool down exercise, so we don't really need the hopscotch form. All right, but if we have it, it makes it a little bit easier to remember which way we're gonna put our stuff down. So a lot of people use pennies or bands, at least that's what I use, all right? For our equipment, just something very small, the smaller the better it is, because I focus on you getting lower, all right, and not be able to pick up that ball right away. All right, so we're gonna do 3 1-foot jumps before we do our 1-foot jumps. Just like hopscotch, we go 2 feet, and we go 1 foot, all right? So as I have the 1 foot down, all right, I'm gonna take one of my rubber bands, and I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna go back to 2 feet, all right, and then to 1. 1 foot down, little control, put the rubber band down, 2 feet, okay? And I can either turn it around, or I can come back to the beginning, go back to my 2 feet, all right, and my 1 foot. Now my 1 foot's down, I'm picking up that rubber band, all right? 1 feet, or 2 feet, and then 1 foot, and slowly pick it up again, all right? A lot of fun exercises. You see how quick you can go, all right? If you have a very big hopscotch course or board that you're making with your chalk, that's awesome. All right, challenge someone else you're going with. See how many things you can put down in 30 seconds without falling once, all right? Either coming back to the start of that hopscotch or just turning it around, all right? Make it a game, all right? All these exercises are fun to do with a partner, all right? Because it's always fun to have a little bit of competition, all right? The last thing you want to do is just always make sure you cool down, stretch out, all right, hydrate, all right, but always challenge yourself, all right? Keep the variations different, all right? Make sure you're always warming up and you're always cooling down, all right? This has been Jordan. Hope you guys are enjoying the nice exercises we're gonna have for you guys as much as we can. And I hope you guys are having a great day.